still hearing feedback?
Check, check, check. Nope, no feedback, which is good.
Yeah, it was, yeah, headphones for sure. Two teams with equal intrigue but opposite fortunes will go head to head tonight. The home side have struggled so far but come off of their first professional point in club history, while the visitors continue a massive road trip in a bid to return to the league's top three. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Nice Soccer. Today, fellow newbies face off in the form of Club de Lyon and Gold Star FC Detroit. From Daytona Stadium in the Sunshine State, my name's Danny Catula, and alongside me with color commentary is Ryan Davis. Together, it's a pleasure to bring you tonight's coverage on 11 Sports via Vader Media. Ryan, welcome in. Should be an interesting one. It's always fascinating when two teams who have never seen each other before face off, and tonight especially. I think in any match it's this way, but tonight particularly, the emphasis will be on goal scoring. Club de Lyon, the home side, have really struggled in that category.
Correct, Danny, and thank you. It's going to be, they have a 4-game homestand, and hopefully for their behalf, they can actually get some goals going, get some confidence going. We talked before the match, you and I, about them getting a point last week, their first point, and that can bleed some confidence into tonight's game for Club de Lyon. However, Gold Star, they've had to travel throughout the country from the West Coast now to the East Coast, and even though they've had a better record, it can be hard for them to get going on the road.
Yeah, that's right. And for Gold Star, they've yet to have a home match this season, still waiting on the completed construction of their new home stadium. It'll be a very nice venue when it is finished, but until then, like a lot of American clubs have had to do across the spectrum, across the pyramid of U.S. soccer, they've had to wait for that stadium to be completed. In the meantime, they've not done too bad in their first season. They were yet to be in existence. They completely created the team from scratch. They've got 2 wins, 3 losses from their opening 5 matches in existence. That's good for 6 points and a positive 1 goal differential, 4th place out of 9, but a win tonight would put them in 3rd place. This is a Gold Star team who have scored pretty well, and as a unit, they've done a really good job gelling together. There's a couple of players in particular in this attacking style that Gold Star like to play, who have a lot of talent. Alexander DeLu and Junior Rosero, both with 2 goals on the year. That matches the entire total for Club de Lyon all season. That could be a problem for the Club de Lyon back line.
Correct. They also have Vladimir Jokic, who supports the attack, and he can pull some strings to create some chances as well. So Club de Lyon are going to have their hands full with this very aggressive team. We saw this Gold Star team just about 2 or 3 weeks ago hang 5 on Savannah at home, so they can open up the scoring quickly and make it a rout. So Club de Lyon have to be disciplined in their defending just to keep the score at 0.
Yeah, that's right. And that one draw that Club de Lyon did pick up in their most recent result, it was a 0-0 draw against LA Forest. So the defending efforts have been positive, and I think that'll be something that they'd like to carry into this match as well, Ryan.
Correct. They have to be disciplined, and the only way they can go ahead and forge and get points is by not going behind. The entire game changes when you do go behind. Club de Lyon has to keep the score at 0 to give themselves a chance to pip a 1 or 2 goal lead at the end of 90 minutes.
Well, the good news on that front for Club de Lyon is that back line, and including their goalkeeper, is one of the areas of their lineup with the most pedigree that they have in this 11. Nick Nelson's the goalkeeper, a 26-year-old from Jamaica. He's played for a couple of high-level Jamaican clubs back in his home country, and also was on the books at Chattanooga FC, also a Nice club, of course, and they are flying very high, leading the table with 14 points from 6 matches. There is the starting 11. Nick Nelson, as you see, is the goalkeeper wearing the number 1 shirt. On the back line, it's Matias Cruz, a 5'9" defender from Mendoza, Argentina. Mateo Borrelli joins him alongside Sebastian Mateus, and Chris Clement, a French-born defender who's also played for Mallorca in the Spanish top flight. In midfield, it's Agustin Ortiz and Gabriel Privitera, who both figure to be more 6 roles in that defensive midfield area. Matias Porrain and Yuki Shibata are the outside midfielders, and those 2 up front will be Victor Blanco, which will be a man to keep an eye on. The Venezuelan is the only man in this lineup who has a goal on the year for Club de Lyon. And alongside him, the 33-year-old veteran Argentinian striker, Ignacio Ten Lopez. Who stands out for you in this lineup, Ryan?
I think going back to Blanco, the Venezuelan, he not only has to create chances for himself, but he has to draw attention from the defenders and then find space for other players. And what's king in soccer? Finding space. So Blanco has a lot of pressure on his shoulders. He's the guy I think is going to make the difference for the home team tonight.
We shall see exactly how wide they can make this pitch at Daytona Stadium. in Daytona Beach, Florida. For Gold Star, meanwhile, they will bring a lineup with quite a bit of pedigree and now with quite a bit of continuity. It's a team that's stayed mostly the same all season long, now in their 6th match as a unit. And it's only one change from last time out. It's a bit of a formation change as well. Daniel Wright, I should say, who normally figures in midfield, will step out, and he'll be replaced by another defender. So it'll look like a 5-back lineup for Gold Star. We'll take a break and come right back. Back with you here in Florida, Ryan Davis with myself, Danny Catula. We've got a NISA match for you, NISA Pro to be exact. Club de Lyon hosting Gold Star FC Detroit. There's the 11 for the away side out of the Detroit area, Livonia specifically. Brandon Barnes is in goal. It's a 5-back formation we expect. The central defenders, Yaya Cisse of Ivory Coast, Lionel Palma of Kansas City, and Kwabena Boateng from Elk Grove, California. The outside wingbacks, if you will, Carter Burris on the left side, Dakota Lobstiger on the right. Vlad Jokic and Max Dragova, those midfielders in the center midfield trio who could get forward a little bit, help the attack. Cameron Schneider, a more defensive central option in that midfield 3. And up top, Junior Rosero is the right side striker. He's got experience all over the world. And you've got Alexander Dalou, a 5'7" attacking mid, who steps up a bit to play striker in this 5-3-2 formation. It's a side with a lot of talent and a lot of experience all over the pitch. But I think, Ryan, especially that midfield area with those outside backs helping out in the middle of the pitch, that's where it'll be tough for Club de Lyon today.
Yeah, all eyes for me is going to be on Alexander Dalou. He's going to play as that number 7/10. He's going to get up into that attacking third and stay central and allow players like Dragova and Jokic to come around the sides. And of course, the main man himself, Rosero, who's been absolutely the difference maker for Gold Star FC. But again, Dalou seems to be the one that's going to pull the strings tonight, and all eyes on him to see if he can do that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As a reminder, as we get set for kickoff, Club de Lyon, the home side, out of here in Orlando. Just 1 draw from 4 matches this season, the only positive result they have taken away. That's good for 8th out of 9. Gold Star, the visitors, come down to Florida in 4th place, and they could go 3rd with a win today. 2 wins, 3 losses for the boys from Livonia. They're head coached by Alex Lubianski, and the owner over there, Daniel Milstein. Both of them have Ukrainian heritage and connections. For Club de Lyon, it's Victor Balaguer. He's the manager, and then Fabian Porrain, if you notice that name, shares it with the right midfielder today on the pitch for Club de Lyon. That's Matias Porrain, both Argentinian. And that will be head staffs and the lineups that both teams bring. It's NISA Pro action coming to you on Vader Media via 11 Sports, and we're glad you're here with us. It'll be Gold Star moving from right to left there in the white kits with black shorts and socks, and then moving the other direction, of course, that's Club de Lyon in their classic red. Referee set to get things going. We are too. And the opening whistle goes. We are underway here at Daytona Beach, Florida. Some early possession from Gold Star, and that's something that we can't expect. This team likes to have the ball at their feet. On the ball now, Yaya Cisse. He'll move it out right. That's Dakota Lobstiger.
Sorry, Danny. I think that's so effective, coming on the road and trying to boss the ball around the park. It takes the sting out of being on the road and takes the home team sort of out of their rhythm.
Yeah, exactly right. Now, Club de Lyon messing up the rhythm a bit of Gold Star, and they'll have their first possession early on. Nice interception here. It's some good defensive work in pairs, and down this right side, a chance for Gold Star to get forward. What can they do here? It's a nice pass out to the right. That was Carter Burris who lays it off, and now in the box, potentially a chance. It's excellent defending in the end by committee. Club de Lyon clears away. And now look at this. Trying to turn defense into attack. Let's see what they can do here. It's Ignacio Ten Lopez, and that finish was not what he was hoping for, but that's promising. If Club de Lyon can get forward on the counterattack, that's going to be their best chance.
Well, taking advantage of Gold Star's aggressive nature, Gold Star looking to press when they lose the ball, and that means space in behind the back four. And a great heads-up play by Club de Lyon, going over the top, finding their forward, just encouraging play by the home team.
Well, it's the second minute, and both teams have already found their way into attacking areas. Gold Star maybe with a bit more of a possessive, controlled approach. This is Lionel Palma on the ball. Under a bit of pressure now, and he'll play it back to his goalkeeper. He was under some pressure as well. That's clever footwork from the goalkeeper in orange.
Always a plus to have a keeper with great feet like that. The pressure is going to be coming early and often, and your keepers have to be like a centre-back.
Well, we'll see a stoppage here. I think the ball went out of play a moment ago, and that will lead to a throw-in for the home side, Club de Lyon. It's their first year as a professional club, but last year they had a chance to get their feet wet in the professional game. It's a free kick, actually, as you see it taken there by Matias Cruz, who figures to be the right back today. But Club de Lyon, it's a team that has history working together. A lot of these players are the same ones that played last season in UPSL and in Nissan Nation, which is the gateway network to ideally bring clubs into the professional game and give them a way to do it gradually. That's exactly what's happened. They followed the footprint from the Nice front office, and very cool success story of a team rising to the professional ranks. On the ball, it is the Jamaican goalkeeper. That's Nick Nelson. He'll play it out left. Mateus back to whence it came. Nelson out right for Borrelli. Borrelli, the Argentinian, one of quite a few. And now they could be in trouble, but they're just going to get out of it. Some excellent touches, but now they will give it away. And in midfield, it'll be a free kick in any case off of a handball. Should be taken by Max Rigova here.
Just looking at the early moments for the visitors, a tough loss last week in San Diego. 1-0 loss, having to come all the way across the country to Florida, Central Florida, and try to take on this Club de Lyon team. It's not easy playing in the United States. It is the third largest country on the planet, and every ounce of this country is being used to play soccer. So not easy being on the road for the visitors tonight.
Yeah, to your point, Nice using every ounce of land we've got here in the U.S. as well. It's a national league, no doubt about it. As Gold Star continue to possess. 4 minutes gone now, and as you see, still no score. Moved out to the left. Tried to facilitate that time. Did Brandon Barnes, the goalkeeper. Doesn't pan out. Dakota Lobsiger couldn't get there, and it's a Club de Lyon throw.
You know, Club de Lyon, they've been lacking in the goals department, and that's one way to get goals, by pressuring high, trying to make a mistake in the last third and try and get an easy shot.
Well, this will be switched over to the left by Victor Blanco. That's a really nice pass. He'll get it back again. He's in the box, lays it off, playing facilitator, but excellent defending in the end. Coming back just in the nick of time was Carter Burris. It's another Club de Lyon throw. Receiving this one is Matias Borrain. He'll play it forward, but that's not going anywhere. It'll be Gold Star to throw it in now from the touchline. So played back, plenty of space back there. Yeah, Cisse's on the ball. And this is Cameron Schneider, who we mentioned does like to track back and almost play as another center back. They've already got 3 in this lineup, but it's a Gold Star team that likes to defend with numbers, and we've seen that so far. How about this pressure? It'll be one back in the end momentarily by Club de Lyon, and let's just see if the referee's whistled for a foul here. We've stopped the play for the injury at the very least, and on the ground at the moment is Matteo Borrelli, a name we've mentioned a couple of times already.
Well, some physical play by the forwards for Gold Star, and as a coach, you wouldn't mind that. Your forward is the first defender, putting pressure on the centre-backs. Got some of the ball, but you can understand the referee blowing the foul because it's too physical. You don't want the game to get away this early, just this early in the half.
Yeah, it's almost just kind of setting the tone from the center referee in green tonight. And now let's see if Club de Lyon could set the tone at home with an opening goal. This is an excellent charge down by the center back there. I think it's Palma. What an opportunity there for Club de Lyon. Almost the opener. They'll try again now. Back in the box, a shot from distance, and it's an incredible save. Sprawling effort from the goalkeeper, Brandon Barnes, and that'll lead to the first set piece of the night, a corner for Club de Lyon.
Ball on 2 occasions in succession. Ball out on the left-hand side. The first one was cut back. This time, he tries to shot himself, and an excellent save to keep this score at 0 by Brandon Barnes.
Yeah, it is textbook. Barnes has been around the block, played for Forward Madison in USL League One, also with Charlotte Independent, spent some time, Richmond Kickers, and now he's plying his trade in Nisa and doing so at a high clip. Here comes this ball, and this could be dangerous. Plenty of red shirts in the area. A side volley, and that one's blocked again. Cleared away, and let's see, they will fully get it out now. Gold Star against the ropes. Club de Lyon not playing like a team at the bottom of the barrel. But coming the other way, now here's Gold Star. This could be an opportunity. What end-to-end stuff is this? It'll go out, and I think we'll see another corner now. My goodness, frantic play at both ends.
It's almost like blood is in the water like a shark, and Club de Lyon are sort of sniffing it out, almost getting another opportunity to get on the score sheet. Just great defending, desperate defending in the end by Gold Star. And just like that, Danny, when one team pushes up, there's space behind. The long ball goes over the top, and now Gold Star have a corner of their own.
And it'll be Dakota Lobstiger to take it, a native of Chesterton, Indiana. 5'8", played at Marymount College. And we'll see what he can do on this corner kick. Usually the right back, he's playing at left back today. Goes back to his normal position to take this corner. They could take it short here. And it will be that short routine. See what they can come up with from here. It's excellent defending, but stays in along the goal line, and now going down. What will we see here? I think they've whistled for a free kick, and it's awfully close, Ryan, to being inside that penalty box. I'd like to see this one again.
Yeah, if the free kick was on the line, that means it is a penalty, but the referee seems pretty sure of himself that it was just outside. Creative play on the wing, aggressive play, exactly what you want to see in the last third, and now wins a free kick in a very dangerous position.
We'll see this one more time. I'm going to be honest, Ryan, from what we see, which admittedly isn't the best view, the referee has a much better look at it. That looks to me like it could be in the box, but either way, we've got a free kick to come, and it's awfully dangerous from this area. In it comes. It's played short. The wall deals with it, but it's still bouncing around. Cleared away now. Club de Lyon get this one out, but not for long. Down this right side again. It'll be offside, and finally the home side can breathe again.
Club de Lyon, the last thing they would have needed is to concede a goal off of a set piece after they've been struggling this season. Did well in the end to defend the free kick, but they just showed what this Gold Star team can do in the last third. A bunch of skillful players with Jovic, with Rosero and company, Rugova as well. You cannot blink with those three forwards.
The situation we've got now is I think both sides would feel hard done, as this is a dangerous back pass. It will just work out just about for Club de Lyon in the end, and it's now in the safe Jamaican hands of Nick Nelson. But now I think to finish the thought, both sides really will feel hard done if they go down a goal at this early stage. They've both shown some attacking promise. Now in midfield, breaking through a couple players with a nice pass. It's just a little bit too hot to be received in midfield by Alexander Delou, but it's off of Club de Lyon anyway. It'll be laid off, and it's a Gold Star throw-in. Backwards all the way to the back line. Yaya Cisse with it. He'll play it across to Lionel Palma. Played for the Sporting Kansas City Academy going up, and also spent some time in UPSL, did Palma, with Barcelona Residency Academy out in Arizona. Now this one thrown in and received for a moment by Max Rugova, but he's adjudged to have been fouled, the former Kosovo U19 international. That'll lead to a Gold Star free kick.
We're back to the Gold Star being comfortable on the ball again. We see Club de Lyon just putting a little bit more pressure as the ball enters the half-line area, just about the second third of the field. But what we saw in the opening minutes is Club de Lyon are so adept in handling the ball and wanting to gain possession.
Well, they'll try to keep possession here in the attacking half, something they haven't done to the standard that I think they would expect to this point, but to their credit, Club de Lyon have caused a lot of those issues. Now back on the ball, Gold Star in their own half. It's Palma, center back. Going to show his dribbling skill for a moment. Now to the right side, this is Burris. Advanced up this left. or right flank, I should say. And now in midfield, a chance to get forward. That's a clever move to Lou. Now you see it, now you don't. And now he goes down. We'll see the first booking of the match in the 12th minute. And that's nice to be skating on for a central midfielder. Looks like they're going to give that one. Let's see. Might have been Agustin Ortiz there in the center of the park. But in any case, Gold Star free kick in a pretty dangerous area, about 30 yards away.
But just the guy we were talking about at the start of the game with the lineups, Alexander Dalou. He can switch gears in a heartbeat, and it's almost a thankless job trying to stay in front of him in the middle of the pitch with no cover. And you can see he made the defender pay and now winning the free kick.
Dalou is just so explosive with that first touch. You saw it there on that occasion. Dalou, a 5'7", 22-year-old attacking midfielder, again playing in kind of a hybrid 7-10 role tonight that should suit him quite well. Played his college ball with the Schoolcraft Ocelots. Got to be one of my favorite college names in the U.S. He's from West Bloomfield, a local product here in the Detroit area. And now we'll see what they can do with this free kick. It's Cameron Schneider to take it. He almost went for goal there, was charged down fairly easily. This one's sent into the box anyway, and oh, not far away at all. Ryan, from an own goal there, you saw collectively everybody in red holding their breath, but it's out for a corner kick.
You know, you think with the lack of goals, you think the forwards would be on edge, but it literally spreads throughout the team. You can see the defender second guessing himself. The ball is chipped over the top, not knowing where the goalkeeper is. Of course, not much.
Well, in comes the corner kick. Sorry to interrupt, Ryan. That'll be out for a Gold Star throw. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying the keeper needs to be more vocal when the ball is in the air and having the centre-back know exactly where he is.
Well, it's something to keep his mind as well. That's Ignacio Tan Lopez, who nearly put it in his own net. A striker as well, who just happened to be back there at the back post. We'll see another corner kick now, and interesting to see if Nick Nelson takes a different approach to how vocal he is on this set piece. This one will be laid off. It'll be Dakota Lopsiger again, usually the corner kick taker. He's been that way on both occasions so far for Gold Star. In comes his service. Towards the center of the box, and it was tantalizing. Still in the area, could be dangerous. Now Club de Lyon, they could break out. They're going to play this one long. It will find its way to Brandon, who, oh my goodness, that is very casual from the goalkeeper. And now Lionel Palma trying to make up for his goalkeeper's mistake. And they're going to do it just about, my goodness. Very, very nonchalant from Brandon Barnes, and nearly made it pay.
But Brandon Barnes, I know it may not be the stylish thing to do, but you have to put that ball back down in the corners of the field by the corner flag. As soon as you take a touch, you bring the forward in play.
In comes the ball into the center of the box. Barnes trying to deal with it. He goes down, and there's an open net, but Barnes has come in and made an incredible save for the second time tonight. He's been a bit shaky in possession, but you can't fault his diving ability. My goodness.
Well, the ball is in the air. He's indecisive. That second save there was a certain goal. But that first one coming across the box is what got them in trouble. His hands were not safe. And I tell you what, Club de Lyon has to be growing in confidence, as they've had the best chances so far in the opening 15 minutes.
Yeah, they've got to be pleased. Surely the best 15-minute stretch they've put together to start a match this season. And the fans who have made their way up. It's a team with a base in Orlando, but they're playing this season up in Daytona Beach, which is a little less than an hour out to the north, more or less. The fans that have made their way up there for this home match got to be pleased with what they've seen. Gold Star, for their part, have had good possession numbers, but you're going to have to find a way to be a bit more clinical and maybe get out of this defensive half like they're in now. That'll be a way to do it. That's an excellent run. Cameron Burris is going to watch Dakota Losiger go all the way to midfield. He'll play this one long. That's an excellent ball as he's falling down to outlet it out to the right. Oh, a good idea. But that time it is intercepted by Sebastian Mateo. Still in the area. Cross, a shot. Not sure what it was, but it's still potentially dangerous. Oh, and that's just going to escape past the reach of the left winger out there, who I believe on that case is Max Vergova. Well, Gold Star creating chances, but seems like they lack that final pass to give themselves a shot on target.
Tell you what, though, Danny, that started all with this little left back here, Burris. He's a right footer playing on the left, and he's so adept at cutting inside, and he did exactly that. He got past the press and created all that space on the far right-hand side. Yes, they didn't convert, but it shows what this Gold Star team has, not only in the forward line, but in defense as well.
Club de Lyon will try to build out of the back with their own defense, and they will see some pressure. Both teams applying a lot of high pressure, trying to win the ball in positive areas. And Club de Lyon will hold on for now. In midfield, it's the number 7, Blanco. Plays it backwards to his right center back, Borrelli. A couple of Argentinians linking up there. Now linked out to the left. Excellent ball. And let's see what they can do from here. This is a chance. Played into the center! And that is saved really nicely. Again, Brandon Barnes called to action, and he delivers.
Well, when it comes to shot stopping, he looks fantastic. He completely anticipated the last post shot, and he got across there. And most keepers would be sort of caught off balance or just right the quick snapshot and push it wide. He anticipated it, and he wrapped that thing up like a gift on Christmas Day.
Exactly what Gold Star were hoping to see from him, and we'll see this one more time. It's excellent link-up play down this left side, and this cut right here leads to a great opportunity. Offside, meanwhile, in that build-up for Gold Star a moment ago as we get you back to live action. Club de Lyon with it. And Borrelli will play it long. He was looking for the run of Matias Cruz, who's a right back, but found himself all the way by the corner flag, and now he'll have a chance to throw it in down here. Another good chance for Club de Lyon. They've liked the ball on the ground, I think. We'll see if maybe someone like Blanco could put a shot on goal from the center of the park. And it finally comes from Cruz. And it's excellent defending there. Nicely done by Kwabena Boateng. And it'll be another throw in a similar position for Club de Lyon. Cruz down the line. That's exactly the pass you want to play. And in it comes to the center of the box again. A little bit concerning, as we'll see a free kick now. And Club de Lyon's not pleased, but I think it is the right decision. Usually referees will side with the goalkeeper. They have the right to the ball, if you will, and Brandon Barnes on that occasion goes down, clutching his leg, which is not the situation you want if you're the away side, but Barnes does do his job. It'll be a free kick when we resume.
Barnes had 2 fantastic saves in succession, feeling some confidence, just trying to command his box. But I have to say, Ten Lopez was looking in the opposite direction, paying no mind to Barnes, just following the ball. There was a collision, and the referee just trying to play it safe and calls for the free kick. But like you said, Danny, if Barnes goes down this early in the game, you can see the pressure that Club de Lyon have been putting on Gold Star. You do not want your backup keeper to get into this game this early with de Lyon being in this mood.
Well, if it does come to it, obviously we hope it doesn't. Alec Reddington is the backup goalkeeper on the bench who would put on the orange for Gold Star FC Detroit from Kirkwood, Michigan. He's got experience at the Division III level, just like Brandon Barnes does, played for Chattanooga FC for a couple years. But it looks like, as of now, Brandon Barnes will be able to continue. Did take a tough knock, and I think it was almost the fault of the floor rather than the contact that has done the most damage. But for now, looks like he'll be able to get up and shake it off. We'll have to monitor that, though, as the rest of this half plays out.
Yep, the pitch at Daytona is artificial turf as Club de Lyon awaits their opening of their home stadium next season. And I think it's going to be natural grass to support this team. But in the meantime, Barnes feeling the full effect of this turf pitch.
Yeah, I imagine you can speak from experience, Ryan, as I can. That artificial turf when you fall, and that is not a feeling that anyone would wish on their greatest enemy, or certainly I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, Barnes is definitely in some discomfort, and you can understand why. Just trying to work it through. He understands what he means to his team, especially after those, yes, back-to-back saves, but before that was 2 more saves. So he's going to understand that his team is going to need him at the best at his ability, just to try and keep this score level.
Well, because it's a goalkeeper injury, we can't exactly have a substitution and have the away side play with 10, so just waiting a moment to make sure he's good, and I think we will hit that now. But now that we've had this minute or 2 break, Ryan, who do you think that serves better to kind of break up the run of play and almost start over in a sense with the way that this play flows?
I still think Club de Lyon, they've been playing very much, not really just counter-attack, but counter-pressing. So Gold Star has had the possession, and Club de Lyon seems to be trying to break it up and then attack down that left-hand channel, which will be the right side for Gold Star. And so far, they've gotten 3 shots on goal coming through that left channel. So I think despite the break and play, Club de Lyon has been playing in spurts, not such a rhythmic sort of team. So I don't think it's going to affect them too much.
Well, we shall see approaching the midway point of this first half, and still no goals between Club de Lyon and the visitors from Michigan, Gold Star FC Detroit. On this occasion, we'll watch a ball go out of play, and they'll get a throw-in as a result. It'll be taken by Lobsiger here. He'll play it backwards safely to Lionel Palma. Palma, one of the younger players on this Gold Star team. That's a really nice dummy in the meantime by Cameron Schneider. But they'll just hold on to it now in their defensive half. It's Carter Burris, but Palma, as I mentioned, he's made starts in all 5 matches for Gold Star on the back line at that center back role. He'll be called into action now as Club de Lyon come the other direction, and down this right side it's a chase for it, and Palma does just enough to kind of shake off and affect the run of Yuki Shibata of Japan. Now in midfield, Gold Star back with it, but try and finish the thought about Lionel Palma. He's only 18 years old. He just graduated this month from high school at Oak Park High School in Kansas City. Now a shot on target or maybe a cross. Either way, it's kind of caught between those two outcomes, and it will end up tame in that attacking opportunity. Cameron Schneider, the man who put it in.
Well, it's that man again, Carter Burris, the right footer playing left back, this time using his left foot, trying to find the far corner, but so skillful in getting into open space and out of tight spaces. It's hard to keep a check on that left back when he's overlapping continuously.
In midfield, Club de Lyon settling it. And now they could break through. It's a really nice pass to open up, unlock this midfield area. And now let's see if they can get a cross in from here. Will they go for goal instead? It's a really nice back heel. And going down there was Victor Blanco, but no foul. Instead, well, if they whistled, I think it'll be a throw-in here. The referee has decided. Seems to be the right decision. So it's 23rd minute, and it's Club de Lyon with an opportunity here.
Well, again, Gabriel Privatera over on that left-hand channel really is skillful. He's aggressive, and he's been supported by his midfield every time.
Oh boy, a shout for a penalty, but nothing doing. Referee says play on. Gold Star will try and break the other way. Can they keep it in play over here? They cannot, but it's out off of Club de Lyon, and a Gold Star throw in at midfield. Quickly taken, and can they get forward from here? Oh wow, 3 or 4 red shirts in the area. What a challenge that is, though, to win it back. That's really nicely done by the midfielder. And Gold Star FC will get forward again. It's Cisse. Nicely played forward. Schneider out left, intercepted easily. I think the intended player was Max Rigovo, but that square pass was miles away. So here's Victor Blanco on it for Club de Lyon, and now we'll see the home side kind of take a page out of Gold Star's book and patiently possess. And that will put an end to that incentive, that intention in midfield. It will be a Gold Star Detroit throw-in, despite the best efforts of Matias Cruz there on the bottom of your screen. A quick throw-in, and this is Max Rogova, the Kosovan. Can he keep it in play? He can, and that's a really nice challenge. I think then it does go out. Oh, but they're going to say it went out beforehand. Rogova's not pleased, but it will be a Club de Lyon throw.
Yeah, Dan, you have to go with Rogova on this one. I would put the deed to my house, and that would be the throw-in for Gold Star. Great tackle, good sliding tackle to prevent Rogova from cutting in, but I had to believe that it came off the home team.
Yeah, it sure did look to me like Rogova was in the right as well, but of course not the most consequential of decisions. Here's Club de Lyon on the left side, and they'll just barely keep it in touch on that opposite end. Now can they get forward? They've got players streaming forward in red, and this is Blanco, the danger man. Can he play it through? It's a really nice idea. Not a great first touch, though, and it'll just get out of the path of Privitera. So coming the other way, here's Rogova. And now they'll take their time again, Gold Star.
With the speed that Club de Lyon are counter-attacking in, have to believe they're going to get some more chances and maybe even a goal. Loving the fact that Blanco is hooking up with his wingers and really linking up with his forward as well.
Yeah, it's something you mentioned in the open as well, Ryan, that Blanco's the guy to watch for, but not just because of his goals. He's got to be able to involve other players in the run of play. He's done that quite well. This will be offside in the meantime. And that will go against Junior Rosero, the Colombian from New York more recently, but has Colombian heritage. He's one of 2 players with multiple goals on this Gold Star team this year. Just
to give our viewers an idea of what the weather is like over in Daytona, it's sort of a muggy 80 degrees. You had a lot of rain just before the match, but it's very humid and typical Florida weather when it comes to the month of May.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You're not far away from Daytona either, in the same state anyway, I believe, Ryan. So you would know better than I.
Correct, Orlando native, so understand completely how these players are feeling out there in that muggy weather.
It is a very unique climate, and again, that's something that is relevant to keep in mind tonight as we get to the second half of this match, especially for Gold Star. They've only got 4 players on their substitutes bench. They've only brought 15 eligible players with them from Michigan tonight, so that could be something that affects them, especially as we've got maybe a tighter game than many expected based on the way these two teams look on paper.
Yeah, you can see Gold Star trying to manage the game. They've been on the road for a while now, and just sort of managing the game when they do have possession.
And they do so now. Oh, just not on the same page that time, and they'll get bailed out by a free kick, but a chance to get forward was curtailed a little bit by that lack of cohesion. It was Cisse who was getting forward and was not expecting the square pass to come to him.
Tell you what, Victor Balaguer has to be impressed with the aggression and defensive engagement by Club de Lyon. They've been creating havoc in the midfield. They got their best chances from breaking up plays, and so far the intensity is there at home. They understand they only have 1 point. They understand they've only scored 2 goals. And in order to get more goals, that intensity has to be there defensively to create opportunities by breaking up plays.
Yeah, you have to say, this is not the same Club de Lyon team that we've become accustomed to seeing over the first few matches of the season. And to be fair to this club, it's a team that's moved up from a lower division. As we mentioned, it's their first time playing at a professional level, and you can tell they've really risen to the challenge over time, this being their best performance so far. We'll see if they're rewarded for it, but Gold Star would like to do the opposite as they come down this right side. A chance potentially to cross, but that's really well ushered out. Just a crucial touch by Sebastian Mateus, who's made 4 starts in all 4 matches for Club de Lyon. He will usher this one out for a corner. And you mentioned Mateus as well. He's a 21-year-old, one of 2 on this back line who are 21 or younger. It's a young team, Ryan, and I think we often forget how easy it is for younger players to really need some time to adjust to this level. It's, I mean, a lot of grown men on this other side of the pitch for Gold Star, and Club de Lyon rising to the challenge.
Absolutely. It's going to take time for this entire team to get on the same page of Nisa.
Well, we'll see the referee just stop the proceedings for a moment. This is something we tend to see, I think, more and more in the professional game as the game evolves, is these kind of little runs and gamesmanship moments. A lot of contact on these corner kicks. And the corner will come in now. It's played low, and it's a really good idea. Nice touch, too. And nothing doing on that final pass, but still in the area. Toure, backwards, into the middle, and this one is cleared away. And now they could get on the break here. This is what Club de Lyon love to do, clashing of bodies, but they will keep playing its advantage. And what could they do now from the right side? It's Shibata. He goes down in a heap. And what will we see now? Now, this is a really interesting decision. We're going to see a yellow card, and I think it's because of accumulation of fouls, the referee explaining. But now this will be interesting as he whistled for inside or outside the box. Lionel Palma, as you see on your screen, the man to receive the booking. Let's see this again, Ryan.
Well, that's definitely
in the box, surely.
The box. And let's see what the referee does. If that was the case, it should be a penalty kick and not a free kick.
Well, it looks like a Club de Lyon player's got the ball in his hands, and of course it's Blanco. So, I mean, with Blanco having the ball in his hands and it looking on the replay like a clear penalty, for me, I think that's what we're going to see. Wow. If that's the case, a huge development.
They've been so effective, Danny, in breaking in spaces and with speed. Priavera on one side, Shibata on the other side. It's been fantastic to look at. They've been so aggressive, been so direct. They are so hungry to get that first goal at home and really try to, in this match, and try and set the tone and try and get all 3 points. You can see the intent from the very first whistle.
Well, the referee's going to come over to the sideline out of your screen, and you kind of saw him headed to the penalty spot, and then had a change of direction. You imagine something was said on the sideline, and we could see some kind of card go to the bench as well. That's, of course, speculation, all outside of your screen. But now, we've talked about Brandon Barnes, and this is a guy who's had ups and downs in this match. He's got a lot of experience professionally. He's been here before, facing someone at the penalty spot, and on the other end, the star man for Club de Lyon, Victor Blanco. Let's see who wins this battle. 32nd minute. Chance for the home side to go ahead. Whistle blows. And it's in the back of the net, of course it is, and it's Ignacio Ten Lopez in the end, who's picked the ball up and put it in the back of the net. Experienced striker, 33 years of age, and the Argentinian has the home side ahead. What a start for this club, and it's a deserved lead.
Great penalty, and what a run by Shibata to get the penalty, and then the actual penalty itself, he sold the keeper to his left and then went right. This was the takedown. Good call by the referee. And Ignacio Ten Lopez taking the responsibility. He goes to his left and eventually goes to his right and sends the keeper the opposite direction. And a quite deserved lead for the home team to take that 1-0 advantage.
So Ten Lopez has his first goal of the campaign, and as far as we know, it's his first appearance as well for Club de Lyon, his first ever appearance in Niza. What a way to celebrate it. It's 1-0, and Gold Star are going to try and get forward quickly. They will not be pleased being down a goal.
This is only going to play more into Club de Lyon's hands. They've been counter-attacking so well. Now that they have the lead, remember, goals change matches. Now Gold Star, maybe not yet, but eventually have to push forward to try and find that equalizer. And Club de Lyon can continue to play that aggressive counter-attack system.
And these next 5-10 minutes should tell a very, very interesting story as far as what changes tactically between these two sides. In midfield, it's still a lot of possession, as it has been for Gold Star, but again, as it's really been the story all night long, they're struggling to break any farther forward than that. They'll try to do so here, and I think that will last touch the head of Matias Cruz. That is the case, so the former Orlando City B man of MLS Next Pro will let that one go out for a Gold Star throw-in. Comes in, Silva backwards for Schneider. Looking backwards again, and that will touch Gold Star last. And on the bottom right corner of your screen, you saw the reaction. Alexander DeLu threw his hands up. He wasn't pleased. I think it is the right decision that time.
Always tough for referees, especially when the players' backs are to them. It's always a touch-and-go call for the linesman and the referees. Thankless job.
Yeah, it is, and having been in both those roles before as a referee, it's so difficult. Sometimes your sight lines are just caught, and you can't quite see who it touches last. It's, as you say, a thankless job. But here's an opportunity for Ten Lopez to create more opportunity, and he can't do so. Cleared away, but only as far as the Japanese, Shibata. This is played in, and it's on goal in the end. I want to say that was really a pass from Victor Blanco, but it'll go in the book as a shot on target, claimed easily by Barnes.
Direct play yet again, Danny. Every time a player gets the ball in the last third, they're trying to play a penetrative pass or have a shot on goal. You see Privatera over the left-hand side. This time it was Blanco in the center. Everyone seems to be so aggressive.
Oh boy, and in the meantime, Brandon Barnes continues to absolutely toy with the hearts of Gold Star FC fans. It stays 1-0, but not for lack of aggression and inventive, creative play, shall we say, from Brandon Barnes. He is really pulling out just about everything in the book that he can.
Alex Libianski, the coach, is going to have to go through a 15-minute session of yoga at halftime just to calm down.
Yeah, I imagine he will. And here comes Gold Star the other way, and calming down that attack is Matias Cruz. Excellent defending. He'll be able to carry it forward now, but he'll turn it backwards instead, perhaps wisely so. And he'll lose the ball there in midfield. Coming the other way, this could be trouble. Nice 1-2 passing, but intercepted again. Club de Lyon up to every defensive task so far tonight, and they'll try to go into the other half and create some attack. They can't. It's excellent defending by Wabana Boateng. It's played into the center again, or at least that was the intent. Blocked in midfield. Coming out the other way. This is Borrell. In fact, it'll be Privitera through midfield. Great switch of play and nearly finds Ten Lopez. Had a chance for a lot of space and a second goal perhaps, but intercepted at the last moment by Gold Star. Privatera again. He'll see it after a 1-2 with Blanco. Moved out left. Borrain. 30-year-old Argentinian will play this one in now on an aerial service. It's off the post and now it finds its way in. It's a second one, and it's that same man, 2-0 Club de Lyon on two just absolutely wild moments. It's 2-0 for the home side, but you cannot say they don't deserve it. He'll do his half victory lap. Ignacio Ten Lopez at the double inside 37 minutes.
Well, the intensity and now the confidence of Ten Lopez to turn that intensity into goals. The cross coming in from the left-hand side. He whips it in, gets his head to it, foot saved by Barnes, and then he forward has the presence of mind to finish up a deserved second goal for Ten Lopez. And what about Club de Lyon? Is this the night they turn on the screws and the floodgates open up?
Well, that would certainly be something. They've doubled their season total now. In 4 matches up to now, 2 goals, and now it's the first time all season they've scored more than once. All of this coming before the halftime whistle. Gold Star trying to just kind of get their wits about them. They've not played poorly, especially not in midfield, but they've just got to find a way to kind of get that final moment and find themselves in chances to finish clinically. They really haven't been able to say that so far. They've held possession in midfield, got the ball into the final third on a few occasions, but they've been piercing single moments rather than continued attacking aggression. Club de Lyon, for their part, they've taken their chances. 2-0 is their lead, and deservedly so. Like you say, could be the night that the floodgates open and things start to really turn around for Club de Lyon. Back underway here in the 38th minute. And some quick 1-2 passing, but again, it's that touch. It's that ability to just hold on to possession in this final third that's lacking for the away side right now. We'll see if they can find a way to switch that.
Again, being direct. A foul was called, but you understand completely what Club de Lyon are trying to do. They're not risking the ball by playing the ball around their own 18-yard box and trying to play around the possession. They're going direct to their wingers and their forward and try to create something from there. And so far, it's been very effective.
So played out right, and it's Carter Burris who's gotten a good deal farther forward in his position as a response, you would assume, to the 2-goal deficit that Gold Star now face. Side, this is Rugova. 3 players around him, but he still finds a way to play it square. Now it's backwards to Palma. Cisse for Boateng. This is Schneider. Out right for Burris. Delaware native plays it backwards to his center back, Cisse.
Gold Star doing the right thing, just trying to get some rhythm going. Maybe get a good shot on goal.
Deleu trying to create something of that nature. He'll play it in, and this is a nice first touch. It's played across the middle. Excellent defending, and it needed to be. Club de Lyon can break out the other way now. That's intercepted. Well, that was the type of chance that you want to create if you're Gold Star. See if they get another one.
Yes, they've been caught on counter-attacks, but their build-up has been fantastic. We can't take that away from Gold Star.
Yeah, no, their build-up has been really a joy to watch. But you've got to be able to add that final touch. That's the part that can be so difficult in this game. The reason why we love it, and at times why it annoys us to death as fans, as players, and even as commentators at times. Here's a chance for Gold Star now again. Moved out to this left side. Trying a 1-2, potentially holding the play up is Rugova, and does a good enough job to win a free kick. This will again be Matias Cruz, the guilty party. That's the second time now that he's been guilty of just kind of that wraparound, using his arm to hold Rugova back. You imagine if 1 or 2 or more of those show up, that he might see yellow for accumulation.
There's that intensity in defending again. This time the forwards backwards to goal, 35 yards out. No reason to be that aggressive, but it is the mindset of Club de Lyon. And now they give up a free kick in a dangerous area.
It is a dangerous area, and a dangerous right foot of Cameron Schneider that will take it. And it comes in the middle of the park. It's dangerous, bouncing around. Nothing there, cleared away by that home side's back line. It has been absolutely stout in every moment that it's needed to be.
Very tricky time. Here's that free kick again. Good delivery right into the mix-up. Look at the defensive header. Look at the intensity by this Club de Lyon team, knowing exactly what they need to win this match. Now, for Gold Star, very tricky time of the match here. It's still early days. They're down 2 goals. Can't risk too much. They themselves have to match the intensity of Club de Lyon.
Well, let's see if they can do it here. This is a good start. Getting to about 35-yard distance, if you will. Here's Boateng. Midfield, a couple of nice touches from Lobsiger. Plays it out right to the man who's occupying his usual spot at right back. That's Carter Burris, switched out left. Boateng. Boateng still with it, carrying it. That's an excellent outside of the boot pass. And it's back to him. Boateng out of Elk Grove, California. Played for the Sacramento Republic Academy before spending his college years at UC Irvine with the Anteaters there. And now intercepted. This could be dangerous. It's the way the Club de Lyon have gotten their first 2 goals. Could they add a third to that tally and really put their home side fans in good spirits? Right side. It's this man who's been so dangerous, Shibata. Thought about whipping a cross in. He'll play it out wide instead. Nice decision. Privitera can get there. He'll cross it in. Headed away by Boateng at the first time of asking. Kept alive with another header. Lobsiger plays it centrally. Back out to him. He'll cut into the interior once more. And that would have been a foul, but the play advantage. Really nice decision by the referee to just wait and let it develop. And now developing is an attack for Gold Star. Moved out left. This could be real danger. The Kosovan will try to put it in. That's Rugova, and it is well defended. And it's actually come off of Max Rugova last. Actually, I think it was offside in any case. So 43rd minute, Gold Star continuing to create chances, maybe at a little bit of a better success rate than previously, but Club de Lyon still with the edge in the run of play and, of course, on the score sheet as well.
And they're hunting in packs, Danny, whether it's up in the other third of the field or their own defensive third. They're staying together as a group, not getting isolated. And Rugova can't find that space because he's always confronted by one defender and one other defender just covering right behind him. So really can't create any sense of magic on this left-hand side, which is asking Gold Star to recycle the ball and slow things down and not get behind that defensive Club de Lyon line.
Well, under 2 minutes to play in the first half, pending any added stoppage time, which you imagine you'd say maybe 1 or 2 minutes of at the most, given the goals and that one yellow card, well, 2 I should say, that did come around. But about a minute and a half outside of that stoppage time, and Gold Star, as you mentioned earlier, Ryan, they can't really risk too much at this particular moment, but at the same time, putting a goal in the back of the net before halftime would do wonders for them, even on an emotional, mental level rather than just the effect on the scoreline.
But let's not forget, Danny, also a 2-0 scoreline for Club de Lyon can be a little bit tricky as well. It's always the most dangerous scoreline in football. If somehow Gold Star can find a goal early in the second half or just before at the end of this half, all of a sudden the momentum is going to switch, and then Club de Lyon are going to start second-guessing themselves again.
And again, it's a team that has lacked up until now for belief, for results, and I think it would be easy to imagine, Ryan, that being the case where they start to revert back to remembering those large score lines that they've been on the wrong end of, the lopsided results up to now. They've got to keep their belief, and obviously keeping Gold Star off the scoreline will go a long way towards that end.
Yeah, I think so much of their success in this opening 45 minutes is their mentality, is their aggression, their belief with the ball in the last third, being direct, being tenacious. And yeah, I think if Gold Star gets a goal early in the second half or soon, then it's going to create that doubt again.
Well, here's an opportunity for just that to be the case. It's going to be crossed in. Here's an opportunity. It's the center back who finds himself with it. It's Cisse. That one's blocked and cleared away. Nicely defended once again by Club de Lyon. That's been the case all first half long. Now let's see what Shibata can do going the other way. Excellent defending on the other end too, but it'll also be defending that results in a foul. Goes against Lobsiger that time. We'll see how much added time is remaining. Probably not a whole lot left. Club de Lyon sitting very, very pretty. Or is the whistle already gone? No, I think we're still waiting for it. And we will see a free kick be taken now. Club de Lyon just taking their time getting this underway. And understandably so, Ryan. I think they'd be very happy to see things go to the locker room the way they are now.
Yeah, Coach Victor Balaguer has to be impressed with his team's intensity, their mindset, like we just spoke about. It's gotten them to this 2-0 lead. The question is, can they keep up this intensity for another 45 minutes and push this Gold Star team further back?
Well, Shibata was trying to find his way to a third for his club, but that won't be the case, ushered out after some nice defending by Palma. Goal kick to come, and it's played short to Cisse.
So
Imagine
many,
both teams at this point are more or less, Ryan, just kind of content to let things go to the halftime whistle the way they are now. Usually the case after a lot of physical, difficult play. And speaking of physical play, that'll be a quite clear push from Yaya Cisse. Maybe one final chance for Club de Lyon on the set piece.
dispossessed and two hands comes out. Cisse not on a yellow card, but has to count his blessings there. That could have been an easy yellow card going into the half. But again, right up into his face, the holding midfielder could not turn and create width for somebody else because of the pressure by Club de Lyon in the center of the pitch.
Burrain about 40 yards away. Tantalizing stuff potentially to play this into a front or back post area. Two-man wall, in comes the kick. Sent to that back post, and there to claim it is the ever-confident Brandon Barnes. He will send that one very long on a boot. Partially defended, out of play, and it's a throw-in for Gold Star. For now, we keep playing. But that should do it. No, we'll keep playing, actually. Thought that would be the end of the first half. We'll continue, though. Gonna see now, I think, the 3rd minute of added time. Switched out left. Can Gold Star take advantage? That is not the way to do it. It is out into no man's land. And a throw now for Club de Lyon will continue for now.
Yeah, bit of a misunderstanding. Thought that Carter Burris was overlapping, was not there. So too was Rigova. He was tucked inside, so no width for Gold Star on his left-hand side. Consequently, Club de Lyon throw.
Cruz to take it. With it now is Shibata, and that will find its way off of Shibata last, actually, so a throw in now for Gold Star. Can they pin Club de Lyon in? Played it quickly, shielded nicely. Rigova does that really well, that shielding ability. Cleared away. Still in play for now, referee. Just checked his watch and said still time to play, but that will be a free kick to come, and a little bit of words as well before we saw that replay. Something to keep an eye on.
Well, it's the goal scorer himself. Lopez has 2 under his belt. And look at him. Intensity. Trying to create something defensively for his team.
Yeah, he's got the penalty and the rebounded shot off of his own effort to call upon in this first half. 2 excellent goals in 2 excellent moments, and that's been the difference so far. Club de Lyon will hold off on trying to find a third. We shall see what happens in the second half, but we'll take a break. For Ryan Davis, myself, Danny Katula, it's halftime. 2-0 the scoreline, perhaps surprisingly to many, but Club de Lyon have played very much like the better side, and they very deservedly lead by a score of 2-0. Right back to Daytona Stadium in about a quarter of an hour, right here on Vader Media. Don't go away. We'll be back. Well, a warm welcome back on Fader Media to all of you. Club de Lyon, as you see, have a 2-0 halftime lead over Gold Star FC Detroit. And it could be, if this result holds, Ryan Davis alongside myself, Danny Catula, by the way. If this result holds, Ryan, by far the most important and most impressive result in Club de Lyon's short professional history.
Yep, Coach Balaguer had his players ready from the first whistle, and they executed their plan to perfection. They played intense sort of tackling and counter-pressing in the middle of the park. And when they did win that ball, play the ball into space out wide to Privitera or out wide to Shabata, and try to create some room for players in the middle like Blanco and the goal scorer himself, Ten Lopez. And it worked to perfection. It really put Gold Star on the back foot. And when they were bringing the ball forward, started to get tentative because of Club de Lyon's ability to break up the play and create counterattacks.
If you put yourself in the shoes of Gold Star's coach, that's Alex Lubyansky. He's got a lot of experience. He was a goalkeeper himself at the University of Michigan, been in the front office with FC Baltimore and Christos FC. He's a soccer attorney. He's done it all, but now he's got to bring his team back from the brink. They're down 2 goals, but certainly not out. What do you do if you're Gold Star in the second half tactically?
Certainly wouldn't panic, because when they did play the ball around the pressure, they got good looks at goal. They had opportunities to score. So they're going to have to continue to go out wide and then bring the ball back in through players like Regova and try to get the ball to Junior Rosero a little quicker. He has 3 assists already this season, so he can create chances for players coming around him. So yeah, I'll try to be more direct to Rosero and see if he can create some opportunities for players coming around.
Well, we are underway in half number 2. Gold Star Detroit moving from left to right as the away side in that white and black outfit. And then Club de Lyon, who are attacking down this right side, or were for a moment, that is. They are in their home strip. It's the red with white shorts, trim, and socks. They've got the ball now. And in midfield, we'll see if they can maybe stamp a little bit more of an impression in that area of the pitch. If there was one fault that you could give Club de Lyon, I think it was that lack of ability to just possess. Of course, to be fair, they haven't needed to. They've almost bypassed that whole zone, but we'll see if they can do so again now. This could be a chance. Ignacio Ten Lopez, who had the first 2 goals, the only 2 in this match so far. He's not able to hold on. Tried a clever pass, but cleared away. And now here's a potential chance to break for Gold Star. That one is cut out easily, and now come the other direction. This is Privitera, Gabriel Privitera. Tried a little nutmeg. It was clever, but it didn't quite come out. And Gold Star will get to possess a bit.
Could see how compact Gold Star were defensively, just being disciplined and eventually frustrating Privitera.
Great ball in! And this is well claimed by Brandon Barnes. And remember, Barnes had picked up a bit of a knock at about the 20-minute mark. It does not feel like he's suffering from an injury right now, doing a very good job commanding his goal, and the referee is going to allow this to play on, as it looked like there might have been contact. Gold Star will continue with the ball. Left side, they'll play it centrally. It's a nice aerial ball. It's moved out to this right side. Not a great first touch there. It just gets away from Vlad Jokic. Other direction. Here's Club de Lyon, and that could be a foul as well. The referee says no, we'll keep playing in the end. It's great physical defending from Carter Burris, and they'll just switch it around.
Tell you what, Danny, the pace of this second half has been incredible by both teams. You can see Gold Star trying to be more aggressive, trying to ask more questions, and Club de Lyon are playing the exact same way they finished the first half, intense in the faces of Gold Star, which has now proven to be a highly entertaining match.
Really reminds you of the start of the first half as well, as this one will come in and it's just a little bit too long for the run of Alexander Delou. But both sides really came in with a lot of intensity, with a lot of pace, and of course that high pressure from both sides. We're seeing that again as the second half starts, but you'd imagine just like the first half, that should naturally drop off given the energy that has to be expended in such a humid, hot evening, as you mentioned earlier, Ryan.
Yeah, the weather has totally... These two teams have done fantastic considering the weather they had before, and now it is muggy, it is warm in Daytona. Like we said, a lot of rain before the match, and for these teams to play at this intensity and this speed for over 48 minutes now, it's impressive.
This is a really nice run, impressive in his own right. Carter Burris, but he can't quite hold on to it all the way down the flank. And now a bit boxed in, but with possession, is Club de Lyon, the home side. Played away, a couple of bounces. And they can't quite keep it in, but Ted Lopez has been very active, looking like a spry young 33-year-old.
Well, it's those little altercations in the middle of the park, Danny, that really symbolizes what Club de Lyon, what they feel about this game. It's almost like a must-win game for them, even though it's early in the season, if they're going to salvage this season. And you can see the intensity and what it means for every single duel.
Yeah, that's right. And if you happen to be curious how Club de Lyon got their name, it wasn't what they were named previously. They were known as Orlando Lions as an amateur side, but in 2022 they were forced to change that name. Credit on the assist to that knowledge to Protagonist Soccer, great lower league independent soccer coverage that they do. And now they're known as Club de Lyon FC, of course still located in Orlando. This one is a foul against Club de Lyon, and it could be potentially a dangerous chance. Not exactly a scoring threat from here, given how far out on the left flank this is, Ryan, but certainly an opportunity, as we see a yellow card brandished as well, certainly an opportunity to whip one in and potentially get ahead on it.
Yeah, just again, it just shows how chippy Club de Lyon have been. Again, another foul on behind the player who's literally 25, 30 yards out. No reason to have an altercation. Give away a free kick because of that aggressiveness. And like you mentioned, Danny, it gives a chance for the tall players like Boateng and the centre-backs to push up and see if Goldstar can have a delivery right into the box and try to have the keeper be engaged. Bring the keeper out of the box, let him be engaged, and have the centre-backs go to work with their headers.
Well, let's see what comes of this. By the way, it was a yellow card issued to Matias Purrain, I believe. He was the one who had that piece of contact. In comes the ball, and it is well claimed. Nicely done that time by Nick Nelson. Haven't had to mention his name too much. And he has kept a clean sheet with more or less little to do.
A great delivery. They got Nelson to engage on the cross, and boy, did he do a great job in smothering it. Took the pressure off his defenders and sort of owned that 18-yard box.
This will be I think a Club de Lyon free kick now, as we'll see the replay of it. A couple players going up, and yeah, you just kind of see that Ten Lopez had the position, but now they're going to give it away. This could be really ripe with potential. It won't be in the end. It is cleared away, and Club de Lyon are very displeased with something that I'm assuming happened before we got back out of our replay. But meanwhile, they're going quickly. The referee's going to force them to go back. So I think now you've got a situation where both teams are frustrated for different reasons with the center official. He's being mobbed at the moment. And again, not exactly sure why Club de Lyon is so displeased, but we did see Gold Star right back on the ball immediately after the free kick that was for Club de Lyon, so not sure how we got there. This ball's whipped in. Could still be dangerous. Getting on his bike! What an effort that is. It's wide. But my goodness, how creative is that from Alexander Delou? If anyone was going to pull it off, it would be him.
Well, Goldstar needs a little bit of magic, and boy, did he try it. And Delou, again, the most dangerous man on the pitch for Goldstar. Like you said, Danny, jumped on his bike, just couldn't keep it down. But there's so much emotion by Club de Lyon. You can see them rushing the referee at every given moment. And the fouls, they're not waiting for the player to turn. They're just engaging and being very physical.
Yeah, it is. It's very emotional, but also very controlled. That's an impressive balance to try and strike. Club de Lyon have struck it so far, but trying to strike this one on goal. That one is well charged down, but still potentially in the area. Battle for the ball, takes a couple of bounces. And Junior Rosero is bothered just enough by the defensive play of Sebastian Mateus. That will lead to Nick Nelson picking it up.
Nick Nelson, not the tallest of goalkeepers, but boy, he's so quick and he anticipates so well. And he's doing a great job just sort of dominating his box at the moment.
Vlad Jokic plays it into midfield. Laid off. Carter Burris will drop it back. Lionel Palma. Schneider back to Palma, played out left. And that's a good ball out there by Dakota Lobsiger. Now what can they do from here? It's Max Rogova. Tries to play it in. Nearly found the foot of Junior Rosero, but just inches away from him. Still in the area, though. Going down is Palma, who had made a really enterprising run. And now this could be dangerous because he's left a lot of space in the center of the park. Going the other way down this right side where they found a lot of joy, Club de Lyon. They'll play it backwards and just try and work it around patiently. A good decision, I think.
Yeah, the counter-attack was not on. Good defending transitionally by Gold Star.
Well, let's see. They're going to have to be called into action again, this back line, and it's headed away. Nicely done, because if he had let that one go, ready to pounce on it, was Ten Lopez again. He's on a hat trick. Now another chance, potentially. This is a long-distance effort. What a shot, and that will bounce off the football post, the American football post, that is, to be more specific. This is the home of a couple of high school football teams in the area, and also Bethune-Cookman's college football team in Division I FCS, but we're not using those posts tonight, although it was called into action on that occasion.
It is just bleeding through the team, the confidence, the belief. They are actually taking that shot was from about 30 yards out. Why not have an attempt? Everyone wants to get a hold of the ball now. If you're Club de Lyon, everyone wants to get on the scoring sheet. It's the perfect place to be if you're Coach Victor Balguera and have his team playing with so much confidence and belief.
And again, it just feels like a different level of that confidence than we've seen from Club de Lyon in previous matches. You'll love to see it as a neutral and as a fan of the league, when teams who have just kind of struggled to get on their feet are finally starting to do so. We mentioned this, I think, Ryan, before we started the broadcast. We just kind of hoped that this would be a moment where Club de Lyon really showed their level of quality, their level of intensity, and they absolutely have. They've lived up to the task.
I think getting that point last week did start the wheel turning, and they've seemed to have continued that intensity and almost sort of sharpened it up again at home, having in front of their home crowd. But you could see a little bit of skill by Gold Star. Now a free kick. Again, Nelson, not the tallest of goalkeepers. So if you can put this up in the top corner, he's going to have to get across there very quickly and just try to tip it over the bar. But a real opportunity for Gold Star to get a direct free kick here.
Very interested to see who it is to take it. A couple players there, and do want to let you know in the interim that Matias Cruz, the right back, has been issued a yellow card after that foul. So that will put another player on the Lyon squad on a yellow card. They'll have to be careful of that. That's the last thing that Lyon would want, is a second yellow or a situation where you go down a man. They've been so good. 11v11. We shall see who takes this free kick. A couple players over it. And it's certainly shooting distance. It's up, and it's a beautiful effort, and just claimed in the nick of time by Nick Nelson. You saw him really just outstretched to pick it up. Nicely done.
Did not go over the wall, went to the keeper's side, trying to get Nelson, cheating over to the wall side and try and catch him on his own side, but Nelson was alive to it, made a good decision, and in the end made it look easy.
They did, and with positioning a lot of times, goalkeepers can make saves look much easier than they are in reality. I think that was the case on that occasion. It is minute 57, and it's 2-0 for Club de Lyon over Gold Star Detroit. See what the away 11 have to offer in these next 30 minutes or so to try and change this situation. They have lost 2 of their last 3, have Gold Star, and every one of their matches so far, as we've mentioned, have come away from home. Left side, this is a really clever ball played in the air, and it will find its way indirectly to Deleu. Deleu holding onto it for a while, but given away to Cruz, who has a yellow card, but defended really well that time, defended cleanly. Ten Lopez. Backwards. This is Agustin Ortiz. And he's given it away. How about this? Romero. He lost it. And we'll see a free kick now going the way of Club de Lyon, and it looks like the card will come as well. A couple players injured. It's getting a little bit hectic, and as the first half was, the longer we go on in the second half, the more physical it seems to become.
Yeah, Christopher Clement trying to control the ball in the middle of the park, and it looks like it was Cisse coming in. He's going to pick up a yellow card, but just trying to do what Club de Lyon did to them in that first half, really be aggressive in the center of the park and try to create counter-pressing situations. You break the play up there, you have one pass in on goal, but he missed the tackle and ends up in the referee's book.
Yeah, exactly right. Yaya Cisse is the man who is issued a yellow card caution. A 5'11", 25-year-old playing there at center back. Out of Dallas, Texas originally. Played all over the place with, a host of clubs. He's played with Chattanooga Red Wolves, with Dalton Red Wolves, their USL League 2 affiliate. Tormenta FC as well in Statesboro, Georgia. Mostly been in the southeast, and of course now he's made the move up to a much colder locale in Detroit, Michigan. He's got Ivorian citizenship. And he's also got himself a yellow card. Back underway. Club de Lyon with it via the goalkeeper. Left side, Mateus. Across midfield with this long ball and a great first touch to just set himself up. This is Privitera. Privitera has some help. He cuts it back. Excellent defending. Boateng is there. He'll clear it away right side. And they would like to break quickly, would Gold Star. They've got it via Vlad Jokic. Moves to the interior. He'll switch it to the left side now. On a nice square pass, he'll get it back. Sprays it out, and maybe that was better served as a ground pass, Ryan, because it really just stops the attack in its tracks, and it'll go out of play for a Club de Lyon throw.
Yeah, Jokic just raising his chest and his head up too early, and the ball consequently goes into the air rather than the ground. Going back to the play before, love the imagination by Privitera, but what about Boateng? Just reading it all the way. As soon as he cut back, Boateng was on his feet and just stole the ball from Privitera. Just good football all around.
Lyon continuing to march their way up the line, gain some field position. Throw it across midfield now. Tried the little kind of flicked back header to advance it farther forward. That didn't work out. And this will be played very, very long. Nelson picks it up again. There's it. To his left center back, Sebastián Mateus. Started all 4 matches this season for Club de Lyon. He's got 1 yellow card to show for those 4 matches, and now he's not able to pick up this back pass. And look at this, a potential 2-on-2 chance. Excellent challenge, but then they keep it in. They can. Oh, he tried to score for an impossible angle, and now they will. But will it count? No. I think they're going to say that this went over the goal line, so it won't count. And in the meantime, trying to clear it off the goal line was one of the back line defenders. I want to say from here that it's Matteo Borrelli. A lot to unpack there, Ryan. What's gone on here?
Again, counter press situation, pressing high, wins it. And like you said, Danny, the ball went out of play right here. But what about the injury to this defender coming in? The one who slid at the backside, he's still down in the net. Looks like no one was around him. He slid when the shot came in. And as a result, I think he may have turned something, but all the medical staff is out there now.
It doesn't look good, Ryan, and you can tell from the reactions of players who are also on the pitch sometimes when there's a serious injury. The hands on heads and just a kind of stunned look. To, again, right there, you said, Ryan, it went out. And it's right there. I think he actually... Does he almost get his cleat caught in the net there? I can't tell. It's difficult. That's a bit far away from our view, but somehow he's just really twisted. I think most likely that right foot as he slides in. And again, Ryan, it's unfortunate because there's no one there. In a literal sense, it hasn't served a particular purpose, that move, and it could cost him the rest of his evening, and hopefully not, but with an injury like this, it could be longer.
Well, I tell you what, in this beautiful game, the worst injuries happen when no one is around. And you can see right there as an example. Looks like there may be some substitutions because of the injury.
Yeah, that's right. We've got some substitutions coming in, as you mentioned. It looks like... Well, let's see what we get there. This is going to be a Gold Star substitution. Carter Burris is going to check out. This is, I think, pending the restart from this injury. And we are going to get Daniel Wright. So that was the one change from last time out for Gold Star in their most recent match, a loss, by the way, against Albion San Diego. So this is a Gold Star team who doesn't like to make many changes, and tonight they don't have many changes they can make, but Daniel Wright's one of those guys, and it's also going to be maybe a more attacking change. You sub off an outside back and you put in a proper midfielder.
Yeah, Daniel Wright started every match so far this season. They're on the road. We just talked about this tough road stretch for Gold Star. He gets the night, well, the first half off anyway, and they start a little bit more defensively, trying to dominate possession. But quite rightly, Daniel Wright being called upon to bring that injection of life into the midfield, some creative abilities as well to unlock the defense. Good move by Coach Labianski, and I think it's exactly what Gold Star needs to get this midfield going.
And you still just really hate to see that picture that was on your screen a moment ago. We'll show you a reminder of how we got there. It's a really good attacking chance for Gold Star here. Goes out of play right there, and that keeps it from being a goal. But that slide, oh yeah, you can almost just see it. The more you see it, the less you want to. Oh, you almost just got on that last pre-play, especially Ryan. I kind of saw the movement and almost the dislocation of that left ankle, that left foot. That is not something you want to see, and even less something you want to feel in the position of that player. But as a reminder, it will be a substitution when we come back into play, a more attacking one. And I think for Gold Star, that means maybe a 5-back changes into a 4-back, and we look at something more like a 4-4-2 or even a 4-2-4 as things get a bit more desperate later on.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the time to do it. 64 minutes gone. Yes, time will be added on, but it's time for Gold Star to really start putting the pressure on Club de Leon and give up some space in their back line or in the middle of the park, but have a high press, make it really difficult for Club de Leon to work through it and try to create an error or mistake. In regards to the injury, there's just no give on this turf. So even though the defender tried to make himself as large as possible with that sort of slide, you can just see the left foot stick in the turf. And I think I fear the worst for the defender. I think it's going to be one of those long-term injuries.
Yeah, you certainly hope not. Oh, but the longer that he stays there and the longer that he needs treatment, the more that reality starts to set in. This is not a 25-minute lapse of opportunity for this defender, who again we're not completely sure who he is, but right now my best guess would be Matteo Borrelli, one of those defenders, of course, who was in and around the 6-yard box. But I mean, you just really hope it's not what it seems like it is, which, as you said, Ryan, is a more long-term concern. And we'll see this replay one more time. And that's what leads to all of it. It's a play from Gabriel Privitera, which, to be honest, is not very typical of him and what we've seen this evening. And actually, on that look, you're going to see it's the number 6, and that's Sebastian Mateus. So it's the 21-year-old defender. Oh, goodness. I mean, what a future he's got in front of him for the rest of the season. And obviously, a guy who could have a very long career in Nice or even higher based on the way he's played tonight. And you just hope this doesn't curtail that for too long.
So unfortunate too. I mean, the play was ruled for the ball going over the touchline. So the play that he made in the net, he didn't block anything, and it would not have counted, despite the ball being in the back of the net. And it's so sad that he would pick up an injury like this on a play like that. But Club de Leon, on a bigger picture, they have to be impressed with the mentality of the team, the aggression of the team that has put them in this lead. And of course, now they have to deal with this with their 21-year-old defender. Of course, our thoughts are with him. Must be in some sort of pain with so many people around trying to just take care of that injury. But
Right.
yeah, it's just going to be a bit of an adjustment for Club de Leon now after having all that momentum. I think when you asked that question in the first half, when there was a stop in play, now this totally favors Gold Star FC. Club de Leon have to bring a defender in that position. It's a very rhythmic position where you don't just walk into the centre back position and play like you just started the match. It takes a little while to read the speed of the game and to react to forwards and balls coming to you and anticipating. So I think Club de Leon are going to have the biggest hurdle to cross when this play resumes in getting back into the speed of the game and getting a centre back to get within the rhythm of the game.
That's a very good point, Ryan, because at that kind of 20-minute mark or so, when It was the goalkeeper for Gold Star, Brandon Barnes, who picked up a knock. It was a very different phase of play. Still 0-0 at that point, of course. Both Club de Lyon goals coming after that fact. Ignacio Ten Lopez scoring from the spot, and then on his own rebound about 5 yards from goal. But I mean, now it's a very different match. Gold Star, any kind of stoppage, any type of way that they can stop the play, extend this match, and almost just kind of emotionally make it feel a little bit longer. Because of course, the the goal of stoppage time is to make sure that, as we'll see, these two goals from Ten Lopez that we spoke about, there's the penalty, and here's the second one. But I think the longer that stoppage time goes on and you hit 90 minutes and you play beyond those 90, I think emotionally it can start to play with your head if you're the team who's ahead, trying to let that clock run out. For Gold Star, I think it'll serve them. And as we look at maybe potential replacements, because of course at this point Mateus will need to be replaced. He could be replaced by a couple of options, two defenders in this, let's see, 9-man bench that Club de Lyon have brought here in this home match. The most likely, I would say, would be Tomas Iriarte, Orlando native from here at home. Also went to Daytona State, so knows this area well. And he's made starts in all 4 matches up until now. This would be the first match where he wouldn't appear if he weren't to come in. But of course, this might be a likely opportunity where he does so. A 20-year-old graduated from Freedom High School. But again, we go back to the run of play and how this might change the last, well, I mean, we stopped at about the 62nd minute, so there's 20 minutes. But, I mean, I'd imagine we're looking towards double-digit stoppage time. That can really change the way that teams manage those last few minutes of the match.
Yeah, with the word coming out that this young man is going to have to head to the hospital directly, it just means that it's going to be some sort of fracture or a broken leg of some sort. So it's going to be one of those lengthy injuries. And like you said, Danny, the coach is going to have to get into the players' ears and tell them, you have to start thinking of 100, 110 minutes, not 90 minutes anymore. Just so mentally you can stay and understand what you need to do when the clock hits that 90-minute mark. Now, in regards to reinforcement, Augustin Ortiz started the last match against LA Force rather, and where they got that first point. I believe he is on the bench this evening, so they may have an opportunity to bring him into the game and get back that sort of rhythm that he had at the beginning.
Yeah, most likely for it looks like the two defenders out there would be Tomas Iriarte and Matias Mercado on the bench who could come in. I believe Ortiz started in the lineup, could be mistaken on that. And I do want to try and give an update that we're receiving pitch side here. We're told that it is the ankle as we expected it to be, the right ankle, I believe, of Sebastián Mateos. We can confirm that. We're still not sure exactly how bad or how serious that injury is. Bear with me a moment. I'm translating from Spanish as I receive these updates, and it looks like it's going to be a hospital situation, as you mentioned, Ryan. Of course, that's speculation in a sense, but at the same time, when you're down for this long and it's this difficult to even get the player off the pitch, forget about being under his own power. That's usually a hospital situation, and of course, all of our thoughts and prayers go out to Mateus as they try to continue to get him off the pitch. We can let you know as well of another substitution that's coming. Of course, there was always going to be one coming for Mateus. We haven't found that one yet, but we are going to have one come in again once this stoppage is through, and that is going to be, let's see, it's Privitera. So the man who made the mistake that led to all of this. That'll be his last action, unfortunately, and he will find his way out to be replaced by one of those defenders. So we're going to see a central midfielder come off for a center back, so this could be the two sides changing tactics. We have Gold Star making a substitution to go from a 5-3-2 to a 4-4-2, and then now we have Club de Lyon going from a 4-4-2 to maybe a 5-1-4, if you will, or a 5-4-1. We'll see how things turn out.
Club de Lyon, understandably bringing in fresh legs. This is not the time of the match where you want to get beaten because someone is tired. You're up 2-0. It's your first opportunity to get a win for the season. You don't want to give that up because of tired legs. Great idea by Victor Balaguer to bring in some fresh legs, some reinforcements to actually match the intensity of this Gold Star team that's going to make this late push, that's going to seek that goal in the next 10 minutes and throw everything at the wall. So Club de Leon sort of preparing themselves for that run by Gold Star FC in the next 5-10 minutes. And as for Gold Star, yeah, you want to switch to like a 4-2-4 and have those two guys stay tight in the middle in case he breaks, the two midfielders stay tight in the middle in case the play breaks down. But you really want to press high when Club de Leon has the ball, and when Gold Star has the ball, go out wide and allow players in the middle to become free and then bring the ball back in. So yeah, absolutely, I can see a 4-2-4 or 4-4-2 situation for Gold Star. Club de Leon continues to reinforce players in the middle of the park, just to solidify things and just to reassure the players on the field and to withstand this barrage that Gold Star is expected to push on to in the upcoming minutes.
We can give you a couple more updates in the meantime, Ryan, on the condition of Sebastian Mateos. He's in good spirits. He's obviously there, awake and conscious. He's in the care of Volusia County EMS, so they're going to take good care of him, and they've already got a place prepared for him, I'm told, at the hospital. Looks like a rupture of that ankle, so that would tell you why it's been so painful and so difficult to get him off of the pitch. That is, I mean, about the worst type of muscle injury that you can conjure up as a rupture. I mean, that's not even a strain or a sprain, or I mean, even a break is a bit easier to deal with than that, Ryan. A rupture is a pretty serious deal. So again, thoughts and prayers with him, and we're still working on making sure he gets off the pitch safely and in a quality manner. But do keep in mind that he's going to be in safe hands, and he is in good spirits. And aside from, of course, the serious injury, he is doing okay.
Yeah, people don't understand when there is an injury of that type of severity. Even putting the foot in a neutral position is painful because whatever position you put it in, the muscles around it has to support the foot. Whether you just lay it on its side or lay it with your heel on the surface, the muscles around it has to support it no matter where you put it. So it's just painful no matter what position you choose. Like you said, Dan, it's going to take a little while for them to find a place for him to find some sort of comfort so he can get the care that's needed. It looks like they actually got him on the stretcher. And Volusia County's finest will take care of him. Well, our thoughts with the player. And it's a chance for Club de Leon to survive the goal. That goal is not been allowed because the ball crossed the line, the touch line. And a chance for Club de Leon to really dig in here and try to hold this lead at 2-0.
Well, what a sad scene we've seen for the past nearly quarter of an hour now. It's been 14 plus minutes. But again, that's the Volusia County EMS organization that's got him in the stretcher now. It's excellent work from them, despite the rupture. And that's the kind of worst case scenario that these EMS people train for. And it's the reason why it's mandatory, right, at every level of adult professional soccer, that you have these trained professionals out there ready to do exactly what they've done now. So hats off to them for doing a fantastic job. Don't want to let their efforts go unnoticed. And of course, as you mentioned, Ryan, we're thinking of and hoping the best for Mateus. Again, we're hearing, and also thanks to our sources down on the pitch, and Heidi Echeverri, our producer, who's been able to bring them to us in a virtual manner. We're hearing that it's a rupture of the ankle of Sebastian Mateos, wearing the number 6 today. So of course he'll be replaced, and we can now tell you who will come in to replace him. Interesting, because it was a positional switch a moment ago before this injury, or at least before getting the injured Mateus off the pitch. Tomas Iriarte came in to replace Gabriel Pitrivera, and so that's a center back coming in for a center midfielder. But then we've done the opposite now with this substitution, Ryan. We've got Shan Sharma, who made his first start of the year in the last match, actually. a 24-year-old central midfielder. He's replacing the center back Mateus. So in the end, more or less, we've made 2 like-for-like changes, it seems.
Yeah, and Shan Sharma, another player that started against LA Force last week. So he was part of that 11 that got that first point for Club de Lyon. So he's certainly feeling that confidence as well. Great decision by Barguer to bring him back onto the pitch to see out the rest of the match. And I think Sharma is going to bring that confidence that he had last week onto the pitch with the rest of the guys who have created this lead, and just to support them and see it through. So excellent decision by the coach, and we'll be interested to see how the next 5 minutes goes if Gold Star FC can get something going, and ask the question of Club de Lyon.
Well, lock in, folks. We have got a late finish to this evening ahead of us. We're going to add probably a good 15 to 20 minutes just for that stoppage, and then any other stoppage time we've had. It was about 4 minutes just in the first half, and that was a much more simple one in terms of stoppages. So a lot left to go in this one. Anyone's match, but for now it's still 2-0 in favor of Club de Lyon FC. And they are on the ball again, Club de Lyon. What can they do with this now that they've maybe been injected with a bit of fire? They want to make sure they see this one out for their teammate, who's done such good work on the back line to make sure they get in this position. And right now, that's Yuki Shibata. He will lose possession and give away a foul as well. Free kick is in favor of Gold Star.
Well, Shibata coming over on this left side where Privatera was for most of the first half, all of the first half and most of the second. So Shibata coming from that right side onto the left, so he can try to make some inroads and continue the onslaught on his left-hand side.
That's the idea. As in midfield, it's Tomas Iriarte, who's checked in recently. One of his first touches is forward, but it's sent back the other direction. Left side of defense. This will be cleared long. That was Chris Clement, French international. And this will be a free kick. Due to offside, Gold Star are the benefactors. Long, low ball, picked up. This is Cisse. This is where Gold Star want to have possession, is in midfield, but they've got to be able to make the next move, find themselves in scoring position. They need to do so twice. They've still got almost a half hour, really, with all the stoppage time to come. Plenty of time to do it in. But now coming the other way, Club de Lyon would like to put another nail in this coffin. Here's Shibata. Cuts back. Thought about a pass into the box. Didn't see much there. They'll cut it back. They'll move through the middle. Excellent idea. What can they finish here? No, they cannot. Cleared away. It is a Club de Lyon throw. But again, so creative. So positive in this attack right now.
Yeah, the speed of play on the top of the 18-yard box has been impressive the entire match for Club de Lyon. Again, just trying to play a 1-2 with Blanco. The pass just a little too far ahead of him, but he shows the danger for the home team.
Headed backwards on a flicked effort. Nothing there. Oh, a long-range effort. That is well wide and always looked like it was going to be. That one came in from Iriarte. So a goal kick to come, and it's taken quickly by Gold Star. Cisse. Trying to turn, get out of this pressure. So even up 2-0, even with the game having fallen flat from the long stoppage, you just see so much pressure, so much intent to win the ball back from Club de Lyon. It's fantastic to see. But here's a long ball. Speaking of fantastic, chance maybe to put it in here. It's excellent work. Oh, but it's well saved. Just trying to sneak it under the keeper's legs that time. That was a really nice effort from Junior Rosero, but well prepared for that effort was Nick Nelson. Attacking third, it's an excellent ball, and now another chance. It's laid off. Oh, and it's put over the bar. My goodness, he'll want that one back. Rosero again had the chance, and he could not take advantage. And so that will bring us to a goal kick now. It'll be Nick Nelson to take it. The Jamaican, as ever, sending it away. Right side here. That's an excellent cut to the inside. And what can they do with it now? It's an excellent ball. This is really good stuff. Great link-up play. Played through to the back post. Oh, and it was, I think, intended for the back post, but just skips harmlessly to the goalkeeper instead. Great chances for both sides. The attacking play continues.
And Danny's speed of play in the last third, impressive for Club de Lyon. Tell you what, that ball by Jokic just minutes ago for Rosero was beautiful, right in his path. If that ball ends up in the back of the net, Danny, we have 2-1 with just about 20 minutes to go. It would have been one heck of a party.
How about this? The party could still be on! Look at this goal! It's an incredible individual effort, and it's game on! Gold Star FC, the 84th minute, with well more than 6 to play. They're right back in this game, just down a goal.
Well, they've been asking the question, Danny, of the counter press, and heck, it comes. They press high, they make the mistake, one pass and they're in. And what about the finish by Rosero? He gets a chance for redemption, and he did just that. Now, game on, with just about 18 minutes to go.
Vlad Jokic, the man who wins the ball back after questionable possession from Club de Lyon. Still up a goal, but now Junior Rosero has his goal. He's had his chances, finally finishes one, and it's 2-1. Gold Star Detroit not out of this yet. Club de Lyon will have to sweat this one out if they want their first ever win in Nice. Well, Ryan, what a finish we are set for now. I mean, a crazy turn of events over the last 20 minutes or so. This game is absolutely flipped on its head.
Here's the thing. Club de Lyon's aggression can't prevent them from being pressed by Gold Star FC. They have to have some sort of finesse to play around the press and find space in the attacking third. If they're going to try to play through the press, they cannot afford to give up the ball in dangerous positions. All the aggression in the world is not going to prevent you from coughing up the ball in your own third and allowing players like Rosero to capitalize. They have to be cleaner out of the back to try and survive the last 15 minutes.
And Rosero, a 27-year-old, he is always going to be one to take advantage of those chances. We'll see a yellow card too, and it is known by all in the building. It should go to Cameron Schneider here. Yeah, it will, and you just see that hand pull that is evidence that a yellow card is deserved. So a booking goes to the central midfielder. But you talk about Rosero, he is not going to miss from that type of area. He's played at Siena, he's played at Stony Brook in college. He's been at Long Island Rough Riders at the lower league level here in the States. He's played in Sweden, also played in England, and he has now got his 3rd goal of the year leading the team for Gold Star. They're going to need another one, though, the outfit from Detroit, if they're going to get a result. Club de Lyon will have a go. Oh, it was nearly 3 still in the area. The rebound could fall to Blanco. It doesn't. It stays wide. And my goodness, how many times have we said this, but Brandon Barnes just barely getting away with keeping from conceding a goal.
Well, confidence and technique. Again, it was that man again, the goal scorer, the man with the brace, Ten Lopez.
Other way! Is it the equalizer? It is! Flag stays down! In 5 minutes, Gold Star turn it around! We're even at 2 and there's so much more to play! What a fizzling, fantastic counter!
Danny, I'm still trying to catch my breath. Club de Lyon did not alter their game. They played exactly the same way, and now they get caught on another counter-attack. Beautiful ball by Jokic, and another lovely finish in the end to get this to 2-2. We asked each other who's going to benefit the most in that stoppage. We both thought it's going to be Club de Lyon would not benefit from that stoppage. But boy, that was dramatic. 2 goals in literally 8 minutes to get this thing back to 2-2, and all that work in the first half. And here comes that volley. Good save by Barnes, but excellent shot by Ten Lopez. Same scenario again, playing the ball in the back. And here comes Gold Star hunting in packs.
Well, I mean, now this could go really any type of way. Club de Lyon still, I think, over the 87 minutes we've played have been the better side. They could certainly turn things back on, and even in these past few minutes when Gold Star have picked it up, it's been more of their own attacking efforts rather than Club de Lyon falling off. I would not be surprised to see the home side get a third, but at the same time, all the momentum with the away side in white. This could go any which way. It's the football that we know and love, and there's a lot more of it left to go. Nice little touch by Blanco. Let's see if they can keep it going here, De Leon. For now they can, and now it's taken away. Detroit, what have they got? On this left side, Palma, he goes down. How about the center back making a move up the left flank there, and that'll win a free kick for his side.
Yeah, just showing some skill on the sideline. There's that aggression again, winning the free kick. And now, with that confidence, with that sort of air of calmness that's coming over Gold Star from getting that equalizer, let's see if they can start controlling the possession again and really starting to put their mark on the game in the last 10 minutes.
Well, we've got another substitution to let you know of, I should say, in a moment. But until then, here's an opportunity down this right side. It is the substitute. It's Daniel Wright. Nice little effort, clever ball, and Jokic has it, the most recent goal scorer. He could not get it to the inside where waiting was Alexander Delou. It's usually the guy you want to get the ball to. This one's cleared away, and Lionel Palma is there, ready to knock it out. So 90th minute, and now we'll see the change that we wanted to mention to you. It's coming in now, and this is a Lyon change. You always kind of wonder when a team is ahead and they give away 2 goals to make it level. What do? Do you go for an attacking change? Do you go for a more defensive one to just hold on to the draw you have? Well, in this case, it's a midfielder, Kevin Duque, a 22-year-old from Colombia making his 3rd appearance on the season. He's going to replace the main man up top, Victor Blanco, so the striker who is creating all the chances, pulling the strings in midfield. He's replaced by a more neutral midfielder who likes to play a little bit more defensively. To me, that signals maybe a little bit of a desire to be in possession and maybe not as much of the attacking, go-all-out intent that I might have expected from a team that's yet to win this year.
I think what got this home team in the winning position just a couple of minutes ago was that intensity. And as soon as Blanco started to lose those legs, it was time to get fresh legs in the middle of the park so they can go back to their MO, hunting packs, create a counter press situation, try and get another goal.
See if they can do it. It's a nice first touch, but just escapes the grasp of, let's see, the substitute there. I think that's Idiarte. Coming the other way, Gold Star. Whoa, what a nice touch that is. Just absolutely takes it away, Daniel Wright does. And up the middle, this is another good touch. It's clever right now and creative. Gold Star getting forward in the way that they never really did in the first 60, 70 minutes. Now we'll see a free kick going the other way. But Gold Star just playing with so much more confidence than they had previously.
Tell you what, it's still a human game. No matter how we try to twist it, human emotions take over in regards to coming back or holding leads. And that's why the 2-0 scoreline is still the most dangerous scoreline in this sport. It's just enough for the team in front to take the foot off the gas and just enough for the team below to put the gas right down to the pedal. And as we can see in this match, it ends up back at 2-2.
In central midfield, a huge clash of bodies for it, but it's fair, says the referee. It's going to be across midfield, and this is a great chance. Players to his left and right. Is he going to go himself? He's going to move it out. What a back heel! Oh, but from behind. Excellent defending. Still potentially in the area. A lot of space. This one played forward. It's a shot at goal! Oh, wow! An acrobatic save in the end from Barnes, and before we analyze that, we'll let you know that it's a minimum, folks, of 19 minutes of added time. So we'll play another 18 or so at least. We could have 2 more decades of minutes to play, if you will. Oh, and that is going to be a legal challenge, so we'll keep playing. Here's Club de Lyon. And they had numbers, but they've given it away that time a little bit cheaply. They've got it back. Can hardly finish one sentence before the next one comes to fruition. A chance. He's going to go for goal, and that is saved again by Barnes, who has had a lot more to do in the last 30 seconds.
19 minutes. Can we play at least 39 more minutes? It's frantic. It's end to end. Both of these teams just going at it, looking for the 3 points. You would think Gold Star would slow it down, and maybe they do right now. But Club de Lyon are really trying to pressure now and try to get their lead back. As we can see, Gold Star starting to read the game now and want to manage things. They don't want to give away that, well, at least the tie because they've come from 2 goals down, and to give it up right now would be heartbreaking.
Again, I think we mentioned this before there were any goals scored. Both teams playing at a level where they would feel really disappointed to give away points today, and that's especially so now for both sides. For Club de Lyon, who are leading, and for Gold Star, who have now worked so hard to get back in it. They both want 3 points, and it could be Club Lyon's chance to get a third. Oh, it's not a good cross, but it's still in the area. This could be crossed in a second time from the right now. Still has a chance as this one was blocked along the touchline. Oh, and Ten Lopez was right there ready to poach it, but it was just cleared away in the nick of time by Gold Star. This is a game of inches, Ryan.
Tell you what, Shibata had an opportunity to put his left foot on a cross and find the open man for a tap-in just seconds ago and overhit that cross.
Another great cross. This one's bouncing around. Still dangerous. Going down. Referee says no. We play on. And the double goal scorer, Ten Lopez, he'll cross it in. Will he play provider? Headed back across. Ten Lopez is there. He whips it, but it's still in. Are you kidding me? 3 goals in ridiculous fashion. Each one more than the last. Club de Lyon, for Ignacio Ten Lopez's hat trick, are leading 3-2.
He's been the most dangerous man on the pitch for the entire game, and again he shows up. What about the header back? And he just swallows it up and just taps it into the post. He was the quickest man to react. He knew exactly where the ball was going to end up. What a great poacher's goal that was, and what a comeback, I have to say, by Club de Lyon. They allowed the lead to slip away. They didn't hang their heads. They got right back onto what got them the lead. Intensity, pressure up top. They did exactly that, and deservedly go back up 3-2.
Ryan, I've seen it twice. I still cannot comprehend how that's found its way in the back of the net. Certainly not what Ten Lopez had in mind, but it finds its way in, Ryan.
Danny, I think Gold Star put so much effort to get back into the game. I think the reactions of the defense, at least, was very, very slow that allowed Lopez to get in. It's because a little bit of fatigue is setting in for the team on the road, who fought so hard to claw their way back.
Well, the last 2 non-goalkeeper changes that can be made have now been made by Gold Star, as I think this one went over the touchline before it was saved out there. So we'll see Roddy Green, naturally an attacking midfielder, but can play on the wings as well. He's going to come in for Max Rogova. That's the first change in this 94th minute that's been made. And we're also going to see Derek Ramirez, who's another midfielder out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He will check in for center back Yaya Cisse. So now we're looking at something more like a 3-5-2, if you will, Ryan. In the meantime, midfield, Club de Lyon on the ball. Again, 3-2, I should say, in incredible fashion. Went up 2-0 in the first half. In about a 10-minute span, less than that. Gave up 2 goals. Gold Star were able to deadlock this one at 2, and then most recently in the 92nd, 93rd minute, a 3rd goal, all from the foot of Ignacio Ten Lopez. That's how we got to 3-2, and the home side, again, looking for their first ever win. They're winless in 4, but that could change tonight in their first professional season.
Danny, I'm convinced that Club de Lyon, the attitude, the speed, the mentality that's got them the lead on 2 occasions is the only way they know how to play, and God bless them. It's exciting, it's speedy, it's easy on the eyes, but here they come again.
It is absolutely something to just feast your eyes on as a football fan. But now coming the other way, Gold Star would like to feast themselves. In midfield, one of the most recent substitutes, Derek Ramirez, switches it out left. Schneider continuing up this left side. There's a cross on offer from here. It's not, it's played back. Ramirez, former Westchester United man in UPSL, also an NPSL outfit there. Right side, potential for a cross. It's to Lou, plays it backwards. Boateng. Midfield, moving it out left side. It's the old-fashioned switch on the ground. Short, quick passes. Oh, a bundling over there, and it looks like we'll just play on here. Didn't look like advantage either. Referee just saying no offense there. Right side, potential for a cross. It's Jokic. He has the most recent goal for his side, puts it in the middle. He goes down, but there's no foul there, never would be. Trying to clear it away, they can't do. And now another chance. Potential to whip it in. I think it's a shot on goal in the end from Deleu. Maybe not the best angle with so much pressure on him to do it. If you're just joining us, it's the 98th minute, but we've got at least 19, the referees have said, of extra time. So at least another 10 minutes to go, and likely more like 12 to 13. Throw-in comes in. It's right. Gets it back. Immediate first-time cross in. Coming out to claim it is the small but mighty Nick Nelson. And he will hold on to it, let a little bit more time slip away. 3-2, the Club de Lyon lead after the most recent goal in stoppage time from Ignacio Ten Lopez to complete his hat trick. Right back on the ball, Gold Star. A clever spin. Can they hold on to it? No, and it's actually a foul against Gold Star anyway. Going down in a heap in an unfortunate situation is Roddy Green, who has just checked in. Oh, yeah, you see that. And immediately putting his hand up was, let's see who that was. Might have been Borelli there. And now we've got a little bit of a confrontation here. Both sides displeased, and especially if you're Club de Lyon, you do not want to lose your head right now. The last thing you need is to do something silly and get sent off for it, give Gold Star a better chance of coming back. We'll have to sort out how all this played out, Ryan. For now, it doesn't look like any big disciplinary action to come, but of course, you never know in scrums like that. Things can materialize that are yellow or red card worthy, and now we're going to see the officials all get together and figure out what they're going to do. This could really change the last 10 or so minutes of this match, Ryan, immensely.
Last thing Club de Lyon wants is to lose their heads, which they seem to have already done, and now put themselves in a really tough position with the referee. Let's see what the referee decides. After the whistle blew, the ball was kicked into the face of one of the Gold Star players. The referee got a good look at it. The linesman just reinforced that. And it looks like it's going to be a double yellow.
Yeah, I like this decision, Ryan, from the referee. It didn't look like anything particularly egregious. You want to show cards in this situation as a referee, again, to just make sure that you've got control over the situation, that you find the two culprits who kind of started this confrontation and let it bubble up, and you make sure they're warned. But aside from that, there's no reason to change the outcome of this match and take it into your own hands as a center referee when it's not necessary. I think it's a good decision. We're gonna see for sure Kwabuena Boateng for Gold Star receive a yellow card, and I'm not sure, still trying to confirm who that second player was who was issued a booking for Lyon. And actually, we can confirm now it's Kevin Duque, the Colombian, so one of the substitutes. I've lost count at this point, Ryan, how many yellow cards we've got between the two sides, but it is not a small number.
Yeah, the intensity has been there for the better part of about 18 minutes. Club de Lyon desperate to get something going, and they did that with intensity. Gold Star then reacted with intensity of their own, got back into the match, and then Club de Lyon had the last hit, as you would say. They got the last goal, and now it's up to Gold Star to react to that, and they have been doing that over the last 3 or 4 minutes. So it's just been end-to-end stuff in regards to emotions, in regards to intensity, and then in regards to goals, just going back and forth. It's like two boxers just going at it for 15 rounds.
That's exactly what it feels like, is a UFC level fight here. It's been that physical. 3-2 the Club de Lyon lead. They've had more jabs so far, but we'll see if Gold Star can add a haymaker now. 102nd minute. It's a nice backwards pass by Rosero, and it's played in at the near post, headed away with a diving header. But still not out of danger. Right back out to Rosero. Rosero, not a great first touch, controls it, gets it in. Headed away for now, but Gold Star will just keep loading up attacks. In it comes. Back poster, space there as well. Headed back towards the goalkeeper, and it is claimed by Nick Nelson. And we do want to take a chance to let you know that another substitution has taken place back about a minute ago. You saw him come in on your screen before that free kick. That was Matias Mercado, 22-year-old defender, replacing Agustin Ortiz. So another defender replacing a midfielder. You know what the name of the game is at this point for Club de Lyon.
But do they know, Danny? They play one way, which is so easy on the eyes.
How about this? Chance for a fourth, maybe? No, it'll be dealt with for now, partially by Gold Star, but it'll remain a throw. And as you mentioned, Ryan, just as you say it, they don't really know how to sit back and defend. This is the Golden State Warriors of football right now, of Nisa. They just continue to attack. They do not slow down. They do not take prisoners. You see the pressure still, the intent to get forward. It's such positive play. And as you mentioned a couple times, so easy to watch, so much fun to take in this quality and this style, this brand of soccer. Love to see it.
It's so tough for a coach to walk that line because this style of play got you the lead not once but twice. So it's hard for the players to take their foot off of the brake, off of the accelerator and go onto the brake and sort of manage the game for the next 5 minutes and see it through. But the players are just all wired to play one way right now, and it's worked. So the players are going to be convinced to continue playing that way just to see it through. But so far it's been dangerous because they've been throwing everything at Gold Star despite being up 3-2 and could still get caught on a counter-attack.
Well, and complicating all of that the coaching staff of Club de Lyon has to consider is the fact that we're in the 104th minute. So we've played quite a lot of football, Ryan, and these players, especially those who have been on the pitch all night long, they're going to be pretty fatigued at this point, and even 90 minutes in this humidity in Daytona, Florida, that's going to do a number to you. So this is a difficult situation because you've got to be running out of legs. Both teams have already taken off some of their more beneficial, more attacking players. Victor Blanco is now on the bench, no longer usable for Club de Lyon, and a few other players in that midfield attacking area as well. Gabriel Privitera, I think of another name who's off the pitch, and you just wonder how much legs these players still have left in them.
So let's see if Club de Lyon actually goes down to the corner flag or they go for a long throw. Yep, corner flag.
That's where they've gone, and they've knocked it off of a defender successfully. That's what you want to do. I think a player was injured, and they just had to usher him off the field. Now they will let him back on. So now we're starting to see the typical gamesmanship of any other team in this situation. I think we'll take a short corner here, most likely. And it looks like
you don't want to commit any of your defenders up into the box at this moment.
Well, it's another cross in, and I think they were both intentionally knocked off of Gold Star players. So a lot of times you'll see teams try to keep it in play and just kind of hold it in this corner. A slightly different approach from Club de Lyon, as now they're going to use the opportunity. I think Gold Star were expecting another attempt to just try to clear it off of their defenders, and there was a lot of space down that flank. They just kind of kept going, and now they've got the ball in a dangerous area. What can they do here? It's a chance at goal. Oh, it's just lifted over the bar. It's the last thing you want to do. You give the ball right back away. Chris Clement, the left back, not the guy you want to take a 30-yard shot, and you see why.
Chance for Gold Star now to really put some players forward and have this Club de Lyon team defend, not counter press, but defend in a low block.
It is not their natural style, De Lyon, but they do a really good job that time. Can they break out now? They've got some space. Oh, but it's going to be a foul whistled against them, and that is really unfortunate from a home side point of view, but Gold Star will be very thankful for that whistle. I think it's the right call. See it one more time.
See the slide tackle. It's a little bit late. Easy call for the referee.
Well, we'll see what Gold Star still has left. Again, if you're just joining us, there's still 10 minutes at least to play. We should hit at least another 5 minutes or so to play. Should hit at least the 110th minute due to all this stoppage time. It's played in the middle. This could be dangerous. It's cleared away. Just not quite enough space to get a shot away was Rosero that time. Crossed in again. Cleared away on a header. 40 yards from goal. Right side. Boateng.
The discipline by the home team now. You have to have your marker. You cannot have anyone free at the moment.
Right side. In the corner. Crossed in. Partially cleared away. Now fully done so.
Last time
1:08.
Yep, last time we checked, it was a 19-minute extra time, which gives us the 109. So we're definitely within the last 90 seconds here.
And we've had a couple of stoppages since then, haven't we? Those 19 minutes have not been free of pause either. So we'll see exactly how long the referees decide is appropriate to go. Long throwing to come. It's not particularly long enough and not very well dealt with. So now a chance still for Gold Star. Left side, trying to get into the box. Frantically, last couple of chances you imagine. Cleared away after a good attempt on the pass from Dakota Lobstiger. It'll be a throw-in, no more. Played in quickly. Sent backwards. Still looking. Nice job to cut through the defense on that pass. Cutting back. Chance for a potential shot, and it won't be one. Good defending, and now a foul against Gold Star as well. A yellow card is coming, and some extra words too. Let's see who that goes to. It looks like the substitute, Derek Ramirez.
Well, he just put it through the player's legs, and the late challenge comes in. Referee right on top of it, just yards away. You could actually hear the interaction. So a deserved yellow card, and some valuable seconds come off the clock again. And if you're goalkeeper Nelson, you want to kick this ball again down in the right-hand corner flag. The goalkeeper's right. Looks like the centre-back's going to take it. So
yeah, it's a good move.
Yep. Just in case.
Ryan, you want to make sure you have that goalkeeper in your goal, just in case. You don't want to give a goal away on something that's that simple. All right, 109th minute, now the 110th. This was where we would have a minimum, we were told, of stoppage time, and now it's just up to the referees. We wait on their whistle. Well defended, and another free kick should come. No, it won't. Referee says no foul. We'll play on. Good defending from Gold Star in the end. What can they do now? Ramirez. In midfield, Boateng. Forward. Nice dummy. Still a chance. Excellent clearance that time, and a last-ditch effort. Had to be perfect, it was. Another cross comes in. This is still dangerous, and picked up. It is a clash of bodies, and another yellow card to come now. See who this one goes to, and oh boy, this could be another potential injury stoppage. You really hope that it wasn't too big of a knock. Actually, I think it's two players who have clashed into each other. Nick Nelson is the one who's taken the worst of it.
How good has Nick Nelson been in taking those cross balls? Yes, we like goalkeepers stopping shots, but we're great goalkeepers on cross balls, and he has dominated his 18-yard box all night long, taking the pressure off of his centre-backs and really allowed his team to stay in the lead now with some sort of comfort.
And I don't think you can put either goal conceded on Nelson. He does concede an average of 2 goals per match, 8 over these 4, and this will be another free kick to come for Club de Lyon. And we shall see what they do here. And the clock stopped at 110, so we're not sure exactly what minute we're at. Apologize for that, but we know we're close, somewhat close to the end of this one, and Gold Star FC know they are almost at the end of the rope. Long ball. Club de Lyon still with it, still attacking, of course they are. But then Lopez loses it now. Coming the other direction, this could be one more chance. Excellent defending. Clashes in, it's a foul, but we'll get a free kick quickly for Gold Star. They'll get it back underway. No, the referee says come back. It's going to be a yellow card. That's why they had to stop it. Not sure who that goes to, but if I had to guess, I would say that's going to be Kevin Duque. Although he was already on a yellow, so it couldn't be him. Here it is, right side. Played into the center. Excellent defending once again, just sticking a foot in. Coming to the end, and we are at the end! That's it! An unbelievable whirlwind of a match. Club de Lyon, their first 3 points in professional history, and they've got 2 straight positive results after 3 in a row to start their campaign. There were pure losses. Ryan, how on earth do you summarize this one?
Well, it starts off with Shibata winning the penalty, and guess who it is? It's that man, Ten Lopez, who gets his first of a hat trick tonight. And he took an inspirational bit of performance to get 3 points by Club de Lyon. But boy, did he inspire. Now the cross comes in. Lopez again. 1 bite of the apple. 2nd bite of the apple. 2-0 for the home team. And they are flying high. But Gold Star FC Detroit will respond. Counter press style. The pickpocket. And Rosero brings it to 2-1. And this is game on in Daytona. They're not done yet. Goal start, ball over the top. And it's going to be this Serbian, Jokic with the tap in at 2-2. What a comeback. But here comes the home team. They header back across and Ten Lopez, the first man to react, to finish this thing at 3-2. 3 points for the home team. What a performance by both sides. It took something special for Club de Lyon to get their first win. And boy, did they deliver.
Gold Star SC Detroit showing grit, showing mettle, but not showing quite enough quality in the end to knock off a very improved and very inspired home side. A hat trick from Ignacio Ten Lopez. Usually I'd ask Ryan who your man of the match is, but I don't think we have much of a choice. It's clearly the Argentinian striker, and it's clearly a deserved win tonight for Club de Lyon. Fantastic performance for them. Full value for the 3 points for me.
Absolutely. I think but the whole team from back to front, including Nelson, really set the tone with intensity, dominating the space that they played in. Each player contributed. Yes, Ten Lopez was the man to put the ball in the back of the net, but what a spirited performance from defense, midfield, and the forward line by the home team. A real team effort, and boy, did they deserve the 3 points.
Absolutely, fully deserved. That'll about do it for us. Again, as you see on your screen, 3-2 the final score. Club de Lyon with a fantastic win, a frantic one at times, but it's fully deserved. They get 3 goals and they get 3 points. Just to let you know where that puts things in the table, it'll keep every